So the Detroit Lions have 28 free agents, both restricted, unrestricted. 28 free agents. That's half of the active roster that they got to decide what they're going to do. And we talked about this the other day. And now we talked about 5 individuals who won't be back. That was via Fansided, who won't be back to the Detroit Lions. And now we're going to talk about 5 free agents the team must re-sign. Now, this is from Jeff Reisden, a LionsWire writer. LionsWire writer. Try to say that 5 times fast. I could barely say it once. And I think this is pretty intriguing, and I agree with most, if not all of them. 5 for Detroit Lions that free agents that must return as Detroit Lions. Number 1, safety Deshaun Elliott. I 100% agree. Think he should be a decent, he should be cost effective. He was the leader of our secondary, and you could tell when he was out, 100%. Somebody who expressed that he wanted to come back. Defensive lineman John Kaminsky. He also should be very affordable. When he came back, it opened up the avenue for Hutch to go off at what he did. You can see a noticeably difference when Kaminsky was hurt before, when he had surgery on his thumb. So 100%. Again, a decent deal. Number 2, a guy we talked about yesterday, DJ Chark, absolutely. Now, in the first 7 games, while everybody was worried about Jared Goff, I was worried about DJ Chark. Thought he was stealing money. Okay? He didn't really make that much this year. And again, I keep saying this. Without a restructure, DJ Chark is getting paid from the Lions anyway. His signing bonus was broken into thirds. He got $10 million guaranteed. He got the way that his contract was broken up, it was broken up into fourths. He got a fourth of the $10 million in base salary. He got a fourth of the $10 million this year in the signing bonus. They deferred the other 50% to this year coming up and the year after that. So whether or not DJ Chark plays for the Detroit Lions, he will be getting paid by the Detroit Lions. So 100%. Wind up with 30 targets or so and had over 500 yards, and that was missing 6 games. He could have easily broken 1,000. He was the deep threat. So I can only imagine him and Jamison Williams, 26, 21 next year, right? Absolutely. Bring him back. And without a shadow of a doubt, running back Jamal Williams eclipsed 1,000 yards, won NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Jamal Williams should 100% be brought back to this team. If we cannot bring him back, I would take Josh Jacobs. I really would. But as far as the heart and the soul and the drive and the spirit of this team, Jamal Williams. All we've heard from the guys that have been interviewed as the season wrapped up is how much they love this team, how much they love their teammates. Do you understand how vital that is in the NFL? And for everything that Dan Campbell lacks as a head coach, he might not be the X's and O's guy. He might not be a genius like Sean McVay, right? Whatever he is, these guys, he got these guys playing for not only him, but each other. And that's something you don't see. Look at what's happening in Las Vegas. Look at what's happening in Green Bay. Look at what's happening in Denver. There are a lot of teams that are lost. They don't want to play for their coach, let alone each other. Josh Jacobs is ready to go. Derek Carr is gone. That is a big deal. So Jamal Williams, the number 1 priority. And I agree with all of those guys. I think all of them are vital to the success of the team next year. 100%. Because I'm going to tell you what, I think this is what I believe, that the most affected part of our team this coming season will be secondary. It's going to be a lot of changes back there. I think a lot of changes. Amani's not coming back. Mike Hughes probably won't be back, right? How's Tracy Walker going to come when? Look at what happened with Romeo. Now, I know Tracy Walker's ahead of the curve, but we don't know what's going to play out by the time the summer and spring and summer get here. And when we start going back to training camp, right? We don't even know if he's going to start the season. So for me, I'm okay with all of these. 4 Detroit Lions that must come back or free agents that must be re-signed: DJ Chark, Deshaun Elliott, John Kaminsky, and first and foremost, in my opinion, Jamal Williams. Let me know what you think.